Well, JetBlue struggling to recover from their meltdown in the snow. The airline ordered unprecedented cancellations after last week's ice storm. Nearly a quarter of its flights today are still grounded. The company says the cancellations are needed to become fully operational as early as tomorrow. But has that airline, the one that once promised to bring humanity back to air travel, turned away passengers? With us from Florida is Philip Nolman. He's a consumer advocate and author of Just Say Yes, Extreme Customer Service, How to Give and How to Get. Good to see you. You know, this is the airline that, I mean, it's not like they were on time more than everybody else. They just seemed, or the perception was, and the line they were selling is, we treat you better. Now this.
That's true. I mean, they were founded on two principles: high service, low cost, and they got away from both principles along the way. So the brand has been tarnished for a while, and this was a huge, huge sock in their eye.
So it's not as if that these are new problems for them, that they were not as organized maybe as they could be and didn't have plans in place. It just finally caught up with them? Is that what you're saying?
I think it finally caught up with them like every other carrier. When I was writing Just Say Yes about business civility, I interviewed airlines at every level of management, and not one of them had a strong customer relations program in place. None of them did. I myself have sat on the tarmac on a Continental flight for 6.5 hours. American Airlines got a black eye a few weeks ago. This is endemic to the industry. It's an industry that has treated customers badly because they're in a business where convenience and price is the operating principle.
You know, it seems like and maybe this is just because personal experience has been skewed, but you tell me. It seems like you go to McDonald's, you get a bad sandwich, they fix it, and they say they're sorry. You know, and this sort of thing happens all across customer service and across retail and you know, at hotels and everything. Something goes wrong at the airport, and no matter what the airline, they just look at you like you're some sort of interruption of your day, then dismiss you summarily like, well, you got to fly anyway. We're not here for customer service anymore. They don't even seem to pretend to be.
That's right, and bravo to you on that, because it's absolutely true. They treat customers mostly with disdain or indifference, if they're not downright rude. It's been going on forever, and this Bill of Rights, which may come out of this last incident, is a good piece of damage control on the part of JetBlue. Whether or not there will be legislation that protects the rights of passengers is another thing. The airline industry is fighting desperately against it because they don't want consumers to have the rights against what occurred. I mean, what other industry in the world could hold you captive for 11.5 hours or 4 hours or 6 with no services, with no restroom, with no food or facilities? It's outrageous.
I just wonder, in your estimation, if the people who were stuck for 11 hours of their life on this plane with only those blue Terra chips and no fresh air circulating through the thing, if they have any sort of legal recourse under today's laws against that carrier for holding them against their will.
Well, I believe they do, and I'm investigating it as well. And I think there'll be a class action lawsuit that'll result from this. The airlines have been put on notice that if you're going to hold us captive, if you're going to dictate what we can and cannot do, then we have rights as citizens. You're in a hospitality industry, for goodness sake, and yet we're treated with the least hospitality of any industry we know.
Philip Nolman, he's the author of the book Just Say Yes, Extreme Customer Service, How to Give It, How to Get It.